Hi everyone, I'm John Rennie and welcome to the Boneyard. I have always been an advocate for independent cinema. There's nothing better than when you find a great documentary or found footage horror flick online that had gone under the radar. You read the description, click that thumbnail, and you have a really good time. To me, although it's nowhere near as much fun as I used to have, it feels like the modern equivalent to the days of VHS when you'd find a movie that no one was talking about or even seemed to know about. You'd rent it because of the cool artwork and it will blow your little socks off. I'm thinking about you, Lucio Fulci. These days, when I find an independent movie I enjoy, I think it's worth shouting about. And last night, I watched a mid-budget disaster comedy I discovered online, and not only did I laugh all the way through it, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, and each performance had its own great one-liners and character arcs.
Damn, man. I wish I was a couple beers deep.
But what surprised me the most about finding this little gem is what I learned about the filmmaking process when I began to do some digging. So for this episode, join me as I play the game of You Learn Something New Every Day, and we take a trip to the end of the world in Dylan Avery and Kory Rowe's Asteroid. As I've said, I'm very interested in independent cinema. So once I watched this great little heartfelt comedy/disaster movie, I did a little digging on the filmmakers themselves, and was surprised to find out I actually had already watched one of their older and very controversial works. Asteroid's director Dylan Avery and cinematographer/producer Kory Rowe are two American filmmakers best known for their collaboration on the Loose Change documentary series, which explores alternative theories surrounding the events of September the 11th, 2001. This desktop documentary went viral back in 2006 with the help of a little platform called Google Video and caused an uproar amongst Americans in the shadow of 9/11.
We kind of hit the scene the same time as Google Video, so we ended up pretty much being #1 on Google Video for a month straight.
You're a young filmmaker who, without the infrastructure of Hollywood or anything else, made some films that have been seen by hundreds of millions of people.
Dylan Avery and Kory Rowe, the director, producer, and writers of the series, began working on Loose Change back in 2002 as a fictional screenplay. And when making Asteroid, they said that it had always been a dream and aspiration of theirs to make a narrative feature.
Asteroid is an independent feature that is being directed by Dylan Avery, my best friend, and myself. We wrote the script together, and for our entire lives we wanted to make a movie.
But Loose Change was later reimagined as a documentary after Avery became deeply interested in alternative 9/11 theories.
The 767s that hit the World Trade Center left a very distinct outline of a commercial airliner. Therefore, we should expect something similar at the Pentagon. The only damage to the outer wall of the Pentagon is a single hole, approximately 16 feet in diameter.
This group of friends' vision and editing skills brought the project to life, capturing massive public attention and sparking worldwide debate. The movie also gained notoriety when Vanity Fair said that Loose Change was the internet's first blockbuster movie. And that was fantastic news for the small-town friends and filmmakers.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, I was just waiting tables, working on this little film because I got tired of trying to explain my point of view to people, and it was just,
I mean, Vanity Fair is right. That was the very first internet blockbuster film.
If Flight 77 had crash landed and skidded into the Pentagon, it would have looked like this. Instead, it looked like this, without a single scratch on the lawn.
Loose Change was a phenomenon, to put it mildly. And while researching Asteroid, I began to get very interested in how the filmmakers achieved so much with such little resources. Over the years, Avery and Rowe created multiple iterations of their documentary Loose Change between 2005 and 2009, refining its content with each version. And I can assume, or at the very least figure, that this was like a training ground for them getting better and better as filmmakers. The series gained viral popularity through grassroots distribution, including a decent physical media run of thousands of copies. the young filmmakers spurred their fans on to rip the film and share it wherever they could. A truly inspiring distribution plan, with a heck of a lot of thought and time put into it from its creators. And although very controversial, their work has played a key role in shaping public discussions about media, governmental accountability, citizen activism, but also most importantly to this movie channel and our learning about movies, these guys found a way for their work to exist online long before streaming services caught on to the big money that was there to be made and kind of cornered the market. And in that sense, the young team were the true definition of independent filmmakers. With friends and a few laptops with editing software, they made a desktop documentary that was seen around the world. And despite the topic, love it or hate it, this is a huge achievement in filmmaking. The friends later moved to LA and began a career in Hollywood, making short movies, music videos, low-budget movies, and so on.
You normally get started as an independent person making videos because you enjoy making them and you want to make them and you have art inside of you that's burning to get out, hopefully. That quickly goes away when you move to LA.
Beyond Loose Change, Rowe has remained engaged in independent filmmaking and media projects, but soon got tired of the LA rat race. Today he is a big part of his hometown, Oneonta, in southern Otsego County, New York, and you can check out his activities and work on Otsego Media right here on YouTube. And I encourage you to take a look because the filmmakers still continue to explore provocative and challenging topics, but seem to have matured into something of an independent filmmaking inspiration.
I don't want to work just to pay bills. That's retarded. I'm gonna go to the country where the cost of living is less than half of here. I'm gonna work 2 days a week, and I'm gonna spend the other 5 days a week making art that I'm interested in.
Their partnership exemplifies a shared commitment to questioning mainstream narratives, filmmaking, and distribution, and also finding new ways of engaging audiences in filmic dialogue. And I find their newest venture, Asteroid, to be an encouraging leap forward.
It's gonna hit your house.
Come again.
The asteroid?
Which finally brings us to Asteroid, which was released in 2021. A disaster comedy drama set in the filmmaker's own hometown of Oneonta, New York.
Asteroid is currently on track to collide within 48 hours, and the point of impact will be Oneonta, New York.
You have to be kidding me.
Right? It's not that hard to pronounce. It's Oneonta.
Directed by Avery and co-written with Rowe, who was also the cinematographer on the movie.
Cut, that's it.
The film blends end-of-the-world drama with humor and plenty of local charm.
Wonder where this thing's gonna hit. Hopefully somewhere nobody lives. Like Idaho.
The story follows a family navigating their personal relationships and an impending apocalypse as a massive asteroid approaches Earth and its target, Oneonta.
So we got a brand new cell tower, no cell service.
Oh, and an asteroid coming.
Soon. Asteroid comes soon.
Filmed during the COVID-19 pandemic, the production faced this unique time in filmmaking with persistence and procedure and managed to capture the essence of small town life. I'm not from the area myself, as you can probably tell by the way I pronounce it, but I'm from a small town, and this movie just gets it.
Oh, you're the Colemans. Just moved into the house on Herrick Hill, right?
Yeah, how does everybody know that?
Small town.
Apparently the film features plenty of local landmarks and in-jokes that will resonate with residents and fans of small town stories.
Some people like city life. One thing I learned, it's not for me.
Casting is always going to make or break your lower budget production, but with Asteroid, there is no one that is a weak link. The cast were great. Coyle Carvin, another native of Oneonta, who you will no doubt recognize from his many roles in film and television, stars in the movie, and he gives a great performance.
I spend my whole life working, just to die on the day that things finally work out.
At first, he is nuanced and introspective as he is re-evaluating his life after moving back to his hometown. But soon, when the disaster strikes, he steps right up to the plate and then misses the ball by miles with very funny and touching results.
No, everything we're doing is pointless! pointless. We're just killing time until the sun eats us.
The film offers a mix of heartfelt moments, family dynamics, relationships with friends and the community, including a heavy drinking mayor.
I drank a lot of wine. Did you bring any?
And a conspiracy nut friend with a concert stash that would make the Grateful Dead blush.
Hey, so where's this stupid asteroid anyway?
Watching Asteroid, I couldn't help but think of the early works of filmmaker Kevin Smith, such as his great movie Clerks.
No, I transferred into Monmouth this year. I was tired of missing him.
That's beautiful, man.
Asteroid doesn't have that slacker charm, but it has a little splash of drug humor, a humorous look at counterculture.
Hey! You doing anything later?
Ew.
And I think a pretty damn witty script by the two filmmakers making their first narrative feature film. And for me, it's a winner. There are dialogue scenes that feel very natural, like how friends and family really do talk, and I found myself wanting the movie to be longer when it finally came to an end, as I loved the characters in it so much.
That's cute. Yeah.
I did find out that much of the cast and crew went on to work on a horror movie too called Ouija Witch, and that is available on Amazon Prime, so I will definitely be checking that one out too.
Who are you?
Needless to say, Asteroid most certainly gets a recommendation from right here on the Boneyard. It was an absolute pleasure to watch. If you'd like to watch the movie, it's available for purchase on Amazon, and I also found it streaming right here on YouTube. There's also a great making of on Otsego Media's channel. Thanks for joining me this episode for this Boneyard recommendation. It's always a pleasure when you learn something new, and after discovering these filmmakers all over again, after seeing their first work in 2006, I have to say, I wish them all the best in the future. Love or hate their documentaries, they found a way to make movies with a laptop and a dream. And after watching Asteroid, I kinda want to dig deeper into their work and narrative features, and I really want to see what they come to next. For me, they're a complete inspiration.
And to watch your back, because that's what friends do.
Yeah. I guess we are friends, aren't we?
Were we not?
Thanks for watching my take on Asteroid, a comedy that will definitely blow you away. If you would like to hear more from me on independent cinema, or more Boneyard recommendations and deep dives, let me know in the comments below. Please remember to like and subscribe, because your contribution to this channel means more than you could ever know, and will help me to keep digging up classics right here in the Boneyard. Take care, everybody, and thank you so much for listening.